In the mid-19th century, a great man rose from the humblest of beginnings. Born in a log cabin in Kentucky, he was a self-taught man who, with a fierce determination, wrestled with law books by firelight. His name was Abraham Lincoln. From his youth, he was known for his towering height, his quiet demeanor, and a mind that seemed to absorb and process everything he saw. He was a storyteller, a keen observer of human nature, and a man whose humor could disarm the most hostile of opponents. Yet beneath the folksy exterior lay a soul burdened by a deep and profound melancholy. It was this empathy, this connection to the suffering of others that would shape his destiny. He rose through the ranks of Illinois politics, a lawyer and then a congressman, always with an eye on the great moral question that gripped the nation: slavery. He saw it not just as a political issue, but as a stain on the American soul. He spoke with a clarity and a moral force that few could match, articulating the ideals of a nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. When the nation shattered and the storm of civil war broke, he was thrust into the presidency. The weight of the world seemed to settle on his shoulders. He was a commander-in-chief with no military experience, a leader of a divided people, and a man who had to navigate a landscape of political betrayal and battlefield carnage. His leadership was not defined by bombast or grand gestures, but by a quiet strength. He held the Union together through a series of crushing defeats and hard-won victories. He suffered the loss of a son and bore the relentless criticism of his enemies with a stoicism that was almost superhuman. He signed the Emancipation Proclamation, not as a sudden act, but as the culmination of a long, difficult process of conviction and calculation. In the final days of the war, he looked to a future of healing, not of vengeance. In his second inaugural address, he offered a vision of reconciliation, a plea for a nation to bind up its wounds with malice toward none, with charity for all. He sought to build a peace that was both just and lasting. He did not live to see the full fruition of that peace. Just days after the surrender of the Confederate Army, a single bullet ended his life. But in his death, he became more than a man. He became a symbol. The great emancipator, the preserver of the Union, the man who, from a humble log cabin, had guided a nation through its darkest hour and had given it a new birth of freedom. His story remains a testament to the power of principle, the resilience of the human spirit, and the enduring idea that a great man can emerge from anywhere.